Our barbell push press is a great strength move for those shoulders. It is sometimes also referred to as a cheater barbell shoulder press because we are able to use the legs a little bit to help generate the momentum going up. Fundamentals for this are going to be almost exactly the same as a normal barbell shoulder press in that we're going to have those feet about hip distance apart. We're going to grab that bar at just a nice relaxed distance between those hands. So if those hands are hanging at the sides right here, that's about the distance we want between those hands when we grab the bar. We're focusing on core tight, pressing up. The only difference is we are bending those legs and using those legs to kind of help generate that momentum to drive those weights on up. Remember, if you don't have a barbell at home, you can do this exercise with dumbbells as well. It is called a dumbbell push press, and you can go look up that video in our archives as well if you do not have access to a bar. So we're going to grab that bar again, just in a nice relaxed position, feet about hip distance apart. We're going to stand on up. We're going to bring that barbell up to the chest here and make sure those elbows are right underneath of that bar. If you have a rack at home with J-hooks, you're welcome to just take it off of those J-hooks right about chest level and go into this exercise. You do not have to bring that bar all the way to the ground. From here, we're going to keep that core nice and tight. We're going to bend those legs just a little bit to help generate momentum. We're going to drive with those legs as we press up, bring that head on through, and then control it back down to the chest again. So remember, key fundamentals on this one, just like with a normal shoulder press with a bar, we're trying to focus on getting that head through in between the arms as we press on up so that that barbell is nice and in line with the rest of the torso. Biggest mistakes I see made on this exercise, just like I see on a normal barbell shoulder press, when people are pressing, instead of pressing up and bringing that head on through, they're kind of pressing out in front of them and leaning back slightly. We want to focus on keeping that nice straight line. So really drop that weight down if you find yourself doing that, and make sure you're bringing that head through the arms as you press up over. We want to be strengthening those entire shoulders, not just focusing on the front portion right here, just that front delt and that chest, which is what we're doing when we're kind of pressing away from us. Another big thing to remember for this exercise, we're keeping our core tight. We are not pressing up and arching that back as we lean back. We're squeezing those abs as we press on up to reduce that strain on the low back. Again, these are called those cheater shoulder presses or that push press because you can use a little bit of those legs. Another thing I oftentimes see on this is people kind of forget that they're able to use the legs, and instead they try to push that weight with just those shoulders. That's great for a normal shoulder press. That's what you're supposed to be doing, but this is kind of an overload exercise, meaning we're trying to find a weight on here that we couldn't do without using those legs. That way we're conditioning those shoulder muscles to a heavier weight and making sure that they're going to be strengthening themselves up. So try to focus, once you're good at your form on this exercise, try to focus on progressing to a weight that is making you have to use those legs to help generate the momentum to get the weight up.